Welcome to the NFL Draft.
So we are officially in the month of March, meaning that in a little over a week, the new league year is about to begin. And with the new league year brings about new free agents, new possibilities, and it brings about the NFL draft. Now, I did this mock draft before the weekend was over, and quite frankly, I had a vision for what the Baltimore Ravens would do in my mind if I were running the team or had a voice inside of that room. But with the events of Nick Emanwari and what he did, his legendary workout, which may only be rivaled by Mike Mamula, way back in the day with the Philadelphia Eagles, he had a combine for the ages. And I think that with all that I had in mind after I had recorded or started recording this video, I saw what he did and was like, yeah, if that dude's available, that safety is going to the Baltimore Ravens. But since I already put this video together, we're going to go into what I believe is going to be somewhat the blueprint for what the Ravens are going to draft. Now, I'm only doing 5 rounds because 11 picks is just too much. I just don't feel like anybody should be drafting 11 players and hoping that they are going to contribute on a team. And of course, this is only the first mock draft. We're going to have more to come because things are going to change with free agency opening and the Baltimore Ravens adding some pieces here and there. It's going to make some positions less likely for them to draft. So as of right now, as the way the team is currently constructed, without any of their pending free agents being re-signed as of the moment, this is how the draft is going to be. Now, I understand a lot of people aren't going to agree with some of the things that I said, especially being with what the Philadelphia Eagles did in the Super Bowl. And everybody wants pass rush, but we keep forgetting protecting the quarterback is also important. Getting the quarterback weapons is also equally important. So if you have all of these picks, you can mix and match some things, especially if you fill some of those voids on free agency. And we know defensively, regardless of what EDC is going to draft, he's going to sign those positions in free agency once again. He does it each and every season. So even if we draft an edge in the first round, we're going to sign an edge in free agency. If he drafts that safety in the first round, we're going to get a safety in free agency. Trust you me, it has happened each and every season that he has been the general manager. So without further ado, we're going to get into this mock draft. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree, if you disagree, what positions you may change, because I know a lot of people are going to think it's not enough defense. Defense wins championships. Well, can't win championships without scoring. I'm just saying. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into it. With the 27th pick in the first round,
The Baltimore Ravens select
Booker has the physical tools and foundation to make an immediate impact at the NFL level. His massive frame, natural power, and length project perfectly to the interior offensive line. His impressive development as a pass protector stands in contrast to his less refined run blocking, creating an intriguing evaluation for NFL teams. His anchor and technical polish in pass pro suggest immediate contributions in passing situations, though teams will need patience as he refines his run game technique. Look for Booker to compete for a starting role immediately, with the ceiling to develop into a cornerstone guard. His combination of physical tools, technical foundation, and competitive fire give him Pro Bowl upside if he can bring his run blocking up to the level of his pass protection.
With the 59th pick in the second round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Milam projects as a high-floor prospect who could contribute immediately at either tackle spot while offering legitimate guard flexibility. His technical refinement, processing ability, and anchor strength should translate well to the NFL game. While his arm length limitations and athletic constraints might push some teams to view him as a guard prospect, his track record of excellence in pass protection suggests he can stick at tackle. The floor here is a quality swing tackle who can start in a pinch, but Milam's ceiling is that of a longtime NFL starter who excels in the run game while holding his own against all but the elite pass rushers. His combination of power, technical prowess, and proven production should make him a viable target early on day 2.
With the 93rd pick in the 3rd round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
This is someone who can step in and contribute immediately as a situational pass rusher while developing as a complete edge defender. His explosive get-off and natural bend show up consistently on 3rd downs, but he'll need a specific role early in his career. The film shows a player who thrives when given space to operate, particularly against tackles who struggle with speed. Kennard profiles as a rotational pass rush specialist who could develop into a solid starter by year 3 if he adds functional strength and diversifies his rush arsenal. The tools are there for him to become a quality edge defender, but he'll need time and the right scheme fit to maximize his potential. Look for him to make his biggest impact early as a designated pass rusher in sub-packages.
with the 128th pick in the 4th round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Horton brings a specialized skill set that will immediately translate to teams needing vertical juice in their passing game. His tape shows a receiver who thrives when attacking the intermediate and deep portions of the field. His special teams value as a returner shouldn't be overlooked. It's not just resume padding, but genuine playmaking that could earn him early snaps while he refines his craft. The flashes of brilliance suggest untapped potential if paired with a QB who delivers accurate deep balls. He's not a plug-and-play Z receiver who can run the full route tree from day one, but rather a specialized weapon whose deep and intermediate capabilities can be weaponized immediately. And if you need someone to take the top off of a defense, Horton is your guy.
with the 136th pick in the 4th round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
A physical tone setter with the versatility to fill multiple roles in an NFL defensive backfield. His ability to diagnose plays quickly and attack downhill jumps off the tape. The explosion he generates through contact and reliable tackling technique will translate well in the NFL. What separates Reed is his combination of football intelligence and scheme flexibility. He's shown consistent growth in coverage recognition and pre-snap adjustments. While he may not have the pure range to thrive as a single high safety, his instincts and physicality make him an ideal fit for quarters coverage schemes or defensive packages utilizing 3 safeties. The film shows a player who brings infectious energy and consistently makes his presence felt.
with the 176th pick in the 5th round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
In the NFL, Horn profiles as a prototypical slot receiver with the potential to create mismatches against nickel corners and safeties. His elite short area quickness and acceleration make up for his lack of size. While his frame limits his utility in contested catch situations, his ability to separate and create yards after catch will be coveted by teams looking to add explosive stock will be boosted by his special teams value. While his size may push him down some boards, his game-breaking speed and polished route running will make him an attractive option for teams looking to add a dynamic element to their offense.
with the 178th pick in the 5th round,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Frazier is a tall, long cornerback with intriguing physical traits. At 6, 3 inches and almost 190 pounds, Frazier uses his length to his advantage in press and zone coverage, disrupting passing lanes and making it difficult for receivers to win at the catch point. With a JUCO All-American background and a productive senior season at the University of Texas, San Antonio, Frazier is an ascending prospect. Frazier's length and straight-line speed are his best assets in coverage. He does a great job staying in the hip pocket and disrupting routes. His ball skills are evident as he can track the ball in the air and make plays at the catch point. He had 6 interceptions this past season. He is an intriguing prospect to pick up in the later rounds to be a third or fourth corner until he develops.
So there you have it. This is the blueprint that I believe that the Ravens should go before free agents are being picked up as to rebuilding this team. Yes, offense, offense, offense. So we have to take things into our own hands and build up this offense so that we can score each and every time we get the ball. And it's not likely that it's going to happen, but you try to make that a possibility. You play for perfection. You're not going to be perfect, but you strive for it. And that way you can become the best team, the best players that you can be. And the way that I believe that you do that is you surround Lamar Jackson with the pieces. You give him the protection, you give him the weapons. And I know some people are going to say, 2 wide receivers, one of them's under 5'10". I get it. This is why he's a late 5th round pick. It's either that or we get a long snapper. And I'd rather take the guy with 4.3 speed that can bust it open at any time. Pause. And we saw at the end of the playoff game when Lamar was down to his 3rd, 4th, and 5th receivers, we need depth. And yes, we can pray that Tez Walker can become that guy, but you add. We have realized as Ravens fans, we don't draft well a wide receiver. We've done well, or we've done better over the past 3-5 seasons, but overall, EDC said it himself, I don't draft wide receivers well. So you get playmakers, you get guys that can play. Torrey Horton, don't like Colorado State too much, but the dude is a burner. He's a gamer. You're just adding guys that can take the top off of a defense. And we said that's what Tez Walker can do. Jimmy Horn and Torrey Horton, they really can take a top off of a defense. So we add that with the offensive line fixtures. And even if Ronnie Stanley is re-signed, we start to have depth. We have guys that we can move around. We have guys that we can put in place just in case there's an injury. If you are not a Ravens fan from the beginning, Jonathan Ogden played guard before he played tackle. And we see how that turned out. So I added some defensive players in there. I got y'all third safety. I got you a versatile guy that can come in and be that third safety because Lord knows that's all we seem to need to get to the Super Bowl is that third safety. I got us an edge rusher and I got us another cornerback. So as far as first mock drafts go, I think it was pretty solid. I'm not saying it's the best, but I think it was okay. But let me know what you guys think.